everybody. So Nala is in day 2 of her heat now. Aren't you, girly? Look at all the dirt on your tongue from playing with your ball. Want me to kick it for you? Kenai's steady following her around, still not really initiating anything. Here you go, Nala. But just chasing her, following her. Dodger's kind of following, but Dodger's not really doing anything. He's not sniffing her, not initiating nothing. He's just going around her every now and then. As you can see, Kenai is certainly sniffing her and very protective of her. What is she into? Still gonna keep an eye on Dodger and everything else, but like I said, he's not doing anything. Now, prior to Nala going into heat, what are you doing, Nala? Prior to Nala going into heat, see, there he goes again, sniffing. Then what she will do is, when he's sniffing too much, she'll just plant her bum. Like, I'm not ready for that yet. Prior to her going into heat, though, she was licking a nice bit. She'll lick her paws, and she'll lick the couch and stuffies and stuff like that. Look at the dog, girly. And she'll also, roughly a week prior to going into see, she's chasing her around. A week prior to her going into heat, what she will do is secrete a very mild scent that I've just noticed. That is just something been around her enough, I know, and can distinguish that scent and know that, okay, she's about to go into her heat cycle. But in terms of temperament, like I mentioned in yesterday's video, nothing changes in regards to Nala. She's still Nala. Hey, Nala B. Her sleeping hasn't changed at all. She's still sleeping the same amount. Eating wise hasn't changed either. That's all still the same. Her vulva, her private area, has increased in size, which is to be expected when she's in heat. So if there's an indicator you're looking for, that's one. Like I said, also the increase in licking of her paws and her area. She'll lick her area a nice bit as well. And she'll do that a little bit prior to her heat starting and during her heat. She'll lick a lot more her private area. But yes, prior to her heat cycle, she was grooming herself a nice bit in terms of just licking. And it was, like I said, her paws and the couch and the stuffy toys and her bed. She'd just steady lick it. And now she is panting a bit, but she has been playing a nice bit. We've been out here the past hour now, playing fetch with her. But her panting does increase slightly when in heat. And like I said, she'll sit a lot, especially when Kenai's hovering around. And again, Dodger hasn't paid no attention to her. You still want to be safe and sorry because Dodger is one of her kiddos from litter number 2. So I still want to keep an eye on that. And if you aren't aware and missed the earlier videos when we mentioned this, we discussed it with the vet and safely can do 6 with her. And of course, pending that all litters are fine and safe and nothing happens with any of the litter or with Nala herself, 6 will be where we stop. And that is the max we will be doing with Nala. And if she does fall into pregnancy after this heat cycle, that will be litter 4. And it's the same ones that we do because of the type of breeding we practice. It's the same female and male that we breed, and it's the only one. We only breed 1 female and 1 male. There you go. But no, none of the girls breed. Dodger doesn't breed. And again, like I said, because of the type of breeding we do, it's only Kenai that breeds with Nala, and that's it. Oh, they hear some dog. What do you hear? It's okay. It's okay, everyone. Do you want me to kick the ball? Yeah. Kick the ball again. Oh, careful. But everything with Nala, like I said, it's doing really, really well. And like I said, she's in day 2 of her heat. Still very playful and active. All the other dogs are respecting her space, except Kenai, as you can see. That's what he's been doing, following her around, sniffing. But that's as far as it goes with him right now. Hey, buddy. Yeah. Not initiating anything yet. But he just chases her around, sniffs her, follows her. Like I said, that's what she does. As you can see, sits down to indicate that she's not ready. Hey, Nala. But her heat cycle, she does absolutely amazing through all of them. You know, yeah. Dodger. Hey, buddy boy. What you doing? No. She's like, I'm gonna sit right here because he's behind me hovering. But right now, Nala's in the pro-estrus phase, which is gonna last roughly 7 to 10 days. Hey, Nala. And this is where, like I said earlier, you'll see like the licking and swelling of the vulva, things of that nature. But she isn't accepting Kenai right now. And Kenai isn't really initiating anything. He's just, like I said, chasing her around, sniffing, things of that nature. Hey, Nala. Now, to protect Nala in the house, what we do, especially where Dodger isn't neutered and he is now at maturity level, what we do is separate them. So Nala will have the bedroom now, and Dodger will go in our room, sleep in a nice little bed in our room. Hey, Nala, to keep two of them separated, because we don't. And to each their own. If you do this is completely your business, but we don't like to breed any siblings, or inbreeding, I guess you can pretty much say. We don't like to do that here. And the only one Nala we will mate her with is, like I said, Kenai, who is our husky. But no, when inside the house, they are separated. Nala stays with me or my husband, and the rest pretty much do their own thing. She does her own thing. At bedtimes, like I said, she goes in her bedroom, and Dodger comes in with us. Right now, we don't have to worry about Kenai and her together because... Where is Kenai? Right now, we don't have to mind her and Kenai together. Hey, Kenai. Because that's who she is mating with, so... her and his presence is not a big deal. We just want to make sure her with Dodger, and like I said, he isn't really initiating anything. He's not hovering her, he's not sniffing her area, he's not really doing anything towards Nala. But still rather be safe than sorry, and still keeping an eye on it, and still keeping them separated in the house. Now, they can go out in the living room and in their bedroom and play and stuff like that, as long as they are monitored. But as long as we monitor them and keep an eye on them in the house, they can interact with each other. But if there's a time where, say, I have to go edit, or I have to go do some business stuff with my work or anything like that, or if I get caught up doing something where I can't 101% keep all my focus and attention on the two of them, then they just go in their own little rooms. Nala will either go in her bedroom, or Dodger will go in our bedroom. And she just goes in her room, goes in her bed, plays with her toys, watches TV, things like that. And when Dodger's in our room, we bring in some toys for him, and he just watches TV and chills out in the bed in there. Huh? What is Claire doing? What are you doing, Claire? Oh, that's the first time any of the girls really sniffed and got in her space. They've been pretty good with keeping their distance and respecting her space. She don't mind it, though. You know that. You love your little ones, don't you? You don't mind it. And like I said, there's no aggression or anything with Nala and our heat cycle. I can't speak on behalf of all dogs, because certain dogs might get a little more agitated when in heat. Some might become a little more clingy and wanting to be around you all the time and wanting cuddles all the time. But Nala just stays Nala. Nothing really changes when she's in her heat in terms of her temperament. And like I said, I mentioned that earlier. Hey, Nala. You're a rock star, aren't you? Yes, you are. Kenai's like, I gotta go. She keeps sitting. Yeah, that's her telling you. Hey, buddy. You're such a good girl, Nala. Aren't you? She's a good girl. thank you so much for watching, everyone. Like I said, day 2 of Nala and our heat cycle. We will see if she will have another set of puppies or not. Nala. We will see if Kenai will initiate anything, if Nala will allow it, because like I said, we very much here don't force either of them to do anything they don't want to do. If Nala doesn't want to mate, she doesn't have to mate. If Kenai doesn't want to, he don't have to. Right now it seems like Kenai wants to, but with the phase of heat that she is in now, she's not going to want to initiate anything yet. As you can see, she just wants to play. Hey girlie, you just want to play with your ball. But again, thank you so much for watching. We'll see you in the next video. Bye now, everyone.